All right, well, Lynda, it's Facebook Friday time. Can you believe it?
Friday.
Another week. Woo! We did it. It's Facebook Friday.
It's Facebook
Friday. That's right. And that's our theme song. Well, another week has passed.
Yes.
Can you believe it? And another, and another, and another, and you think, where'd the summer go?
Yeah, and then all of a sudden it's Christmas.
I know. Oh, I know. We did.
Which,
How many shopping days till Christmas?
I don't know, but I've already gotten a Christmas present.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Brittany sent me a shirt with Mary.
Oh.
That's got the Christmas, Merry Christmas on
Oh,
it. It's
that's
very
so
pretty, thank
nice.
you.
Wait, with Mary?
Yeah,
Mary.
Mary's daughter, Brittany.
Oh, I thought you meant Mary
Merry
was on the
Christmas.
shirt.
Yeah,
Oh,
Merry
no,
Christmas.
No. Merry
Merry
Christmas on the shirt, not Mary.
Maury?
Okay.
Maryville?
Mary. Get it right.
I get it right. All right. Well, yeah. I mean, how many shopping days till Christmas? Indeed, I don't even think about that. But somehow summer just sort of tails away,
Yeah.
and it's just hard. I mean, time has a way of getting away. I mean, I got that new car, and I got my Sirius XM trial subscription, and I was having the best time playing 80s music. Man, I had 70s on 7, I had 80s on 8, I have the blend, I have Yacht Rock. One of my favorite channels,
Yeah.
right?
Yacht Rock's very good.
Classic, classic rewind, classic vinyl. I was awesome. I had all these different, and then it just stopped last weekend because my trial subscription ended, and I don't know. It might be too cheap to up it. I don't know. I have to think about it. I have enjoyed it.
How much you enjoyed it.
Well, and that's moving here is very different, right? Because here, and now that I've been here 3 years, I mean, I'm very, very jealous about my 7-minute commute. I mean, all those years in DC, I mean, it was just, you have no idea what it's like to deal with that. I mean, there's a 9-mile commute from our home Bethesda to Arlington, Virginia, and it would sometimes, in the morning, leave at 6:30, get there about 30, 35 minutes, but in the evening, coming home, especially if it was like a rainy day, it could be an hour and 45 minutes.
For how many miles?
9 miles. I mean,
ridiculous.
you look at Google Maps, and it wasn't even red; it was black. It was like the sign of death. I mean, that's how bad the traffic was, and you just felt like I might as well just get out of my car and walk.
And how long was it that you lived there?
20 years.
He's
20
a
years,
slow
baby.
learner, guys. He's a slow learner.
So it's right. So you get so used to this, but then school started here this week, okay? And all of a sudden that 7-minute commute ballooned up to almost 12 at times.
Yeah.
And I tell you, that's like a big change, right? I mean, that's a big change
It
to have
is.
12 minutes. So
when you've got it time to be
right,
here.
I mean, that's another 80s song that I could have listened to. And now I don't have Sirius XM, so I couldn't listen to it. So we're back to school, and kids are back in school, and the commute got worse, and of course, what do people do? They look for shortcuts, right?
Yes.
I mean, it's all about the shortcut, right?
When you said look for, I almost went into the Bare Necessities song.
Good. Good liberties. Yes. But they look for shortcuts, right? And so we have this new Aldi that opened up on Kingston Pike.
Mm-hmm.
And so now people have figured out if they go into the Kroger parking lot and make a left into the Aldi parking lot, then they can back out of the Aldi parking lot, and that sets them right into the access road to the high school. So I saw, like, the first day, there were like 3 cars in line. And now today, they're backed up like into the Kroger parking lot. So that shortcut ain't so short anymore. So if you're thinking about doing that, all you people out there in Facebook land trying to get to Farragut High School, ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen
anymore.
Right. So shortcuts are a problem, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's the thing, right? Sometimes there's just no way to get where you need to go except just do it.
Right.
Right? And
Same thing that happened to me on the first day of school.
is that right?
I avoided the traffic on Pellissippi
Yeah.
there at Westland.
Yeah.
And hit the Farragut traffic on Concord.
Or Concord, yeah. So I think that's, and we're all tempted. We all want a shortcut, right?
Mm-hmm.
You just want that instant gratification, right? Just cut right to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And yet you have to just sometimes put in the hard work, right? And we've had some wonderful OB ultrasounds today, patients who are being discharged who have been on a long journey.
Very long journey.
Some of them very long, right? Very long.
Happy
That's
for
right.
them.
That's right. And one of them said, like, oh, it's the first time I really saw you smile, Dr. Gordon. I'm like, oh, I feel terrible. I was like, oh, you can watch Facebook Friday. You can smile on Facebook Friday. But, you know, that's, you know, but that, in night, when we look at the words of Joshua, right? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. And sometimes that journey that you're on is a hard journey, right? It is. But making those shortcuts, you can't do the shortcuts, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
So patients occasionally will ask for that, won't they?
Mm-hmm.
Won't they, Lynda?
Yes, they will.
Like, do I really need to do that? Do I actually need to come in?
Yeah.
Do I need to do that trial transfer?
Yep. But there's a reason we do things
There's
the
a
way
reason.
we do.
There's a very good reason you do things the way you do. And Lynda's system is a system that works. As I've said in the past, there's only one system here, and that is the McCollum system. If you're not following the McCollum system of nursing, we've got issues here. We've got problems, right?
Yep.
And Lynda knows people, because she told me when I was saying about some people who weren't nice to me, and she said, well, I know people. My people don't. I know people who know people, right?
That's right.
You can take care of it. So you don't want to get on Lynda's bad side. She seems so nice, everybody. She knows people.
Nice.
You are very nice. And you set out and say, here are the steps we need to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we can't jump over those steps, and we can't take those shortcuts. So as tempting as it is,
Because it's just like when I took my shortcut, you still end up having to stop and something
Yeah.
happens where you have to back up and start again, so
That's
it
right.
doesn't pay.
that's right. That's right. So I mean, I think we want to move things forward. We want to do things in an expeditious fashion, but gotta sometimes put in the effort, right? You gotta spend the time.
Right.
And if you can spend the time, listen to the 80s music in the car without your wife who hates 80s music. How can anyone hate it? I don't know why Allison, I don't know why she hates it. I mean, you know, there's such great songs.
Well, and she grew up in the 80s. I don't understand that
I don't
either.
get it either, right?
What songs does she like? What type of music?
Motown, so it's Motown.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Motown's good.
Yeah, Motown's good. I know, but I mean, there's just, of course, I mean, the fact that my 80s taste tends to run to one-hit wonders. I mean, that's usually part of the problem, right? It's like it's not even like necessarily good. I mean, is there really good 80s music? I don't know. I mean, I've heard arguments that there's not, but I think there's okay. So, but I think 70s is good too. Classic Rewind, Classic Vinyl. I might have to go on this afternoon. I might have to re-up my Sirius XM. Sometimes you call them up and you kind of play them along. I think, wow, I was thinking I'd re-up, but now I'm not so sure. And then they start, giving you all the different
Discounts and
stuff. And if you got about half an hour, 45 minutes, you sometimes
it
should
might
play.
help
I might do that. I might have to close my door and say, don't disrupt Dr. Gordon. Working on Sirius XM discount, right?
You know what happens when he closes his door is we go to his window and peek in at him and wave.
These strange people. It's very frightening. It's a very frightening thing. So. Well, in any case, next week I will not be here. I'm actually on a real vacation. Really, not a staycation. I'm actually going up to Maine. I'm gonna eat some lobster.
That'll be great.
Lobster.
Wow.
Yeah, as my mother used to say, lobster roll. Roll. Yep. So, did you have a lobster roll? You know what a lobster roll is?
A lobster roll.
Lobster roll. Roll.
Roll.
Roll. You take it's like a hot dog bun, and it's got basically like a lobster salad in it. It's a lobster roll.
Okay.
Sounds
Roll.
good.
Not ROLL, but ROWELL. Roll.
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 Okay.
Right? Yeah. All right.
Got it.
All right. Well, that's good. But in any case, for all of you, I hope you all have a wonderful weekend and
Happy Friday.
happy Friday. And watch out for shortcuts. Remember, the Aldi people are not happy. If that was you, don't do it anymore. Right?
Right.
All right.